Hey, history champs! Today, we're diving deep into a chapter of history that's often overlooked, the connections and eventual disconnects between the mighty Byzantine Empire and Africa during the medieval era. By the end of this video, you'll see just how intertwined these two worlds were before the tides of history changed forever. In the 6th century, under Emperor Justinian, the Byzantine Empire was at its height. Justinian had dreams of restoring the glory of Rome, and he almost did it. Byzantium had reconquered much of the central and western Mediterranean, turning it into what some called a Byzantine lake. Egypt and parts of North Africa were under its control, keeping ancient trade routes alive. Byzantium was connected not just to Europe but to Africa as well. But this wasn't just about power and land. The Byzantines also saw Africa, particularly Egypt, as a key economic hub. From here, they tried to re-establish trade with the East, reaching China via the Great Silk Route and India through the Red Sea. Imagine the wealth and influence flowing through those channels. However, Byzantium's ambitions were stifled by another ancient superpower, the Persian Empire. For decades, these two giants clashed in a bitter struggle over trade routes and territory. But this relentless fighting drained them both, leaving them weakened and vulnerable. Enter a new force that would change everything, the Muslim Arabs. The Arab conquests in the 7th century dealt a crushing blow to Byzantium. Egypt, once a vital Byzantine province, fell to the Arabs, and by the end of the century, all of North Africa followed. Byzantium's influence in Africa was severed almost overnight, and their Orthodox Church, which had struggled to gain ground, faded from these regions forever. But here's something many people don't know. While Byzantium lost North Africa, its cultural and religious influence lingered further south, especially in Christian Nubia. The Kingdom of Makuria, one of 3 Nubian Christian states, adopted Byzantine Orthodox traditions. The elite dressed like Byzantines, Greek was spoken at the royal court, and the administration mirrored the famous Byzantine bureaucracy. However, this Byzantine influence didn't last. By the end of the 7th century, Nubia shifted to monophysitism, aligning itself with Egypt's Coptic Church rather than Byzantine Orthodox Christianity. This strengthened Nubia's ties with Egypt and even Syria, marking the end of a fascinating cultural chapter between Nubia and Byzantium. While Byzantium was losing its grip in North Africa, it looked to Christian Ethiopia for an alliance during its war with Persia. But after the Arab expansion, this connection was cut off, and Ethiopia developed its own fiercely independent Christian identity, isolated from both Islam and Byzantine influence. So, what's the whole point here? The Byzantine Empire was once deeply connected to Africa, economically, politically, and culturally. But the rise of Islam and shifting religious alliances redrew the map, and by the end of the 7th century, Byzantium's African chapter had come to a close. That's a wrap on today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the untold connections between Byzantium and Africa, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more history that you didn't learn in school. See you next time.